Hi, I'm Mary Egbert from Kamaj Handspun Yarns, and I'm going to show you how to core spun some Indian silk waist today. It's really super easy. This is what I use for my core. I got this off eBay. I think I got two for like 10 bucks. It's a wool yarn that I use for my core. You want to use something that has a little bit of a texture, like a wool, so the fiber grabs onto it when you make the core. You don't want to use like a slippery type yarn. Don't use thread or a really thin type yarn that's any thinner than this because it will break. So that's what I'm going to use for my core yarn. And this is the silk waist. I get this directly from India, and they actually get this off the machines that they make saris from. So it's just really fine pieces of silk, and it's really beautiful. It has teals and reds and blues and oranges. I absolutely love it, and it's super lightweight, and it makes a really cool fluffy yarn that's really lightweight, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so I've got my core yarn and I attached it to my leader, and I'm going to take my silk and I just kind of fluff it up because it's a little clumpy, so I like to fluff it up, and then when I do that it kind of blends all the beautiful colors together and opens up those gorgeous colors. Okay, so I'm just going to set that on my lap. Now the way I hold my core yarn is I put it between my second, my fifth, my fourth, and my third finger, okay? And I'm going to bring it and hold it like this, okay? So it's going over my middle finger because I want these two fingers free because it's going to help pull on the silk onto the core yarn. Okay, I'm going to go in the Z direction, so it's counterclockwise, right? Okay, so we're going to get our spinning wheel going. And you can hang on to this, and I'm holding on to it pretty snugly because I want some twist to build up into that core yarn so it pulls on the silk. Now with these two fingers, I'm just pulling and separating the silk and letting it just pull on to that core yarn. And then as I do that, because the way I have it held between my fingers, it's just going to slip through as it pulls into the orifice. Okay, so I'll show you that again. I'm going to take a little bit of silk. I'm going to grab it with these two fingers and I'm pulling it, kind of drafting it, I suppose, as it goes on to that core yarn. Letting it slip through my fingers to pull into the orifice. Okay, a little bit more. You know, and I like this yarn lumpy and bumpy and chunky. I mean, this is such a pretty yarn, and it's fluffy and puffy. And I mean, this would make the most beautiful scarf or maybe even a purse. It really is pretty. And maybe you can even ply a different type of yarn over the top of it to get a really cool art yarn. So I get this silk waist right from India. I have a supplier that I get it from. If you're interested in buying some from me, you can email me at kamajhandspunyarn@yahoo.com, and I can get you some of this. And this silk waist is also really awesome to card into your art bats because it has just small little fibers, and it's just really, I mean, look at that purple. It's just really gorgeous and super soft. So I got orange and pink and purples. All right, so there's how to core spin some silk waist. And that is a beautiful yarn.